What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we got another video update on the 392 swap Jeep. We are pretty much 99% of it is done on it. I need to install the radiator. I'm currently waiting on lower radiator hose and a filter for the intake. Other than that, everything is pretty much done on this. I gotta tidy up a couple of wires over here on the left, put the bumper back on, and it should be ready to go. I have the whole front bumper off because it's, for one, it's pretty heavy, and for number two, I want to make sure all these AN fittings don't leak, make sure everything is good once I start it and let it get up to temperature. Right now I have the transmission jack down there holding up the exhaust. I gotta weld up another V-band on there, and the whole exhaust system will be done. Interior wise, everything works as it should. The cluster all reads out the fuel, mile per hour, RPM, engine temperature. Nothing really changed in here other than adding a Charger Challenger shifter. 4x4 still works normally. Here we have the old shifter right here, so as you can see, it's not that big of a difference. Everything else works as it should. I already test drove it a couple of times. Everything works perfect. It's a little loud, which is why I'm doing a different exhaust on it. But other than that, it's running pretty badass. The 392 has plenty of power. The 8-speed makes it drive like a car. Even though it's on 22s with 37s pretty much. Yeah, they're 37s. The Jeep just drives amazing. You wouldn't even know that it's lifted on, 37s or having a full size spare in the rear. You would not feel any of the weight. All of this is solid metal. The bumper is a good 150 pounds. Fenders, a hood, this cover in the front, everything is pretty much all steel. So it adds a lot of weight. But with that 8-speed and this 392, you would not even know any of this was done to it. I'm sure if it was like a stock wheel setup, stock height Jeep, it would be even crazier, but man, it drives so smooth. It makes me want to build one, but I'm not really a Jeep guy, so I don't see myself driving one. Other than that, guys, it's pretty much done. Like I said, nothing really changed inside. Everything works as it should. I'm gonna give you guys a little cold start so you guys can see it. It's pretty loud right now. I don't have an exhaust on it yet. I am waiting on a V-band to come in so that I can weld the exhaust to the white pipe that I fabricated. And after that, it's probably gonna be dumped right before the axle. He did have some random tips in the back with another muffler, but I went ahead and cut that out because it's just completely rusted out. And well, he didn't really like tips that much anymore, so I went ahead and took it all out. But let me give you guys a little quick start so you guys can see that everything works perfectly. It is pretty loud, like I said, but everything works good. It does have a check engine light right now for a O2 sensor and an airbag sensor. Since the front bumper's off, there's a sensor that is attached to that. So right now it's just completely disconnected. Other than that, everything else is normal, like how it should be. So here we go. yeah, there it is. Like I said, it's pretty loud right now. After the muffler goes on, it'll be a lot more tame. It'll still sound pretty good, but not this loud. I do have, I noticed that I do have a sway bar light on, but that'll get addressed once that front bumper gets put on. Other than that, everything here looks great. Challenger shifter from like a 2015 plus, the stock OEM, transfer case shifter, the e-brake. Everything works as it should. Radio, windows, all the whole cluster you guys just seen. Reads RPM, fuel level, engine coolant temp, mile per hour. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Other than that, it's pretty much done. Put the radiator back in, put a hose on there, the lower radiator hose, and then do the muffler with the V-band on there. Make a quick turn down, 2.5 turn down, and it'll be ready to go. Let me know what you guys think about this kind of build. This is a vehicle that did not come with the 392. It was not an option till 2024, I believe. And well, the 2024 Jeeps are about 115,000, if you can even find them. So this is another option. If you have a newer or even an older Jeep, you could swap a Hemi into it. It could be a 5.7, it could be the 392. You could do a Hellcat, you could do a stroker kit. You could do whatever you want on it, as long as you have the money. This is not a cheap swap by any means. This is well over 5 figures. These kits could go up to $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 depending on what options you get. New engine, new trans, or you could do a used engine, used trans, used transfer case. Luckily, the drive shafts are the same depending on what transfer case you use. But pretty much everything else, you gotta get custom motor mounts, custom transmission mount. You gotta get, certain exhaust manifolds and custom radiator, which the radiator itself is just $1,000. Depending on what intake manifold you want to run, you could do a 392 manifold, you could do a 5.7 car, 5.7 truck, you could do even, car accessories, truck accessories, whichever route you want to take. Price varies, but it could all be done. Also, if you want the intake facing to the driver's side or the passenger side, you can choose on that as well. There's plenty of options. They're very customizable. You could do any type of budget really, but it's going to be well over 5 figures. 6.4 with the 8 HP 70, you can get a pull out for around, $5-6 grand. Used and new, the engine itself is running around 7,500. The transmission about 2,500. Transfer case, it really depends where you get it from and which one it is. But drivetrain wise, you're well over the 10,000 mark easily. But yeah, this is just so that you guys know about I can do this kind of work. If you guys want anything like this done, hit me up on Instagram. If you got any questions or any concerns, or you're looking for any specific parts, feel free to hit me up. I can help you as much as I can. Just know that if you're not going to be buying anything from me, my paying customers do come first. I got to help them out first as well. But don't be discouraged. Send me a DM. I will try to get back to everybody and help everybody out. It's just something that I want to see more of. I want to see other people do it, see what kind of things they find. Maybe other people have better luck with certain parts or more economical parts. Maybe somebody else can design parts that make this a more economical swap. Right now, this is not possible. You could call around America's Most Wanted or Jeep Speed Shop, and you can buy certain parts here and there. But if you want it done, parts and labor, turnkey out the door, like something like this, it's going to be $30,000-$40,000 plus. Definitely not for everybody, but if you love your Jeep, if you want more power than that 3.6 engine that these come with, or if you have the older generation with the 3.8, you could, you know, easily do this swap. Instead of having to go buy another Jeep, a newer Jeep, a different vehicle, you can go ahead and do this swap, and man, it'll be like a brand new engine, brand new everything, brand new truck. It'll be pretty much the best thing that you have done to your vehicle, because it will drive completely different. Sorry I haven't been uploading so much. I've been busy with a lot of other little jobs here and there. Parts have been back ordered on this, so I haven't been able to make that many videos. I know I didn't show much of fitting the engine, transmission, and transfer case in here, other than, you know, the basic stuff. I have no time to film. I'm a one-stop shop pretty much. I'm one person here. I don't have any workers. I'm working out of my garage, doing as much as I can, trying to focus on quality, trying to focus on as much, you know, customer service, the best customer service I can give. So filming kind of takes away from a lot of that, and I try to focus on the work, customer service, and making sure my customers know exactly what's going on and what's getting done. But you guys can go ahead and, you know, ask any questions in my DM. You can go ahead and drop a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I do have other projects coming in. That NA Ram that I do have, the single cab. Sorry guys, so the last clip kind of cut off. My phone died, but I was saying I do have that NA Ram, all-out NA Ram. You know, we're trying to break the record for the fastest stock bottom end 5.7 Ram. So we're taking that truck all the way to the max effort, everything gutted, the best parts that we can get in there. And just to give you guys a little sneak peek of what's going in there: high ram with the shearer fab. Probably going to be end up doing a Demon 170 throttle body. We got some 6.4 injectors that I'll probably flow and clean. AC delete, the whole 9 yards. No interior, no carpet. We're probably going to put the dashboard back in there, but we'll decide on that, you know, here in a little bit. I'll have to talk to the owner, see what he wants to do, how far he wants to go. Stay tuned for that video coming right up after this one, probably in a couple of days. I just mainly wanted to get this thing on video before I end up finishing it up and send it out to the customer. That way, this could be the last part to it. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, you guys want to ask anything about this kind of build, you can go ahead and, like I said, drop a comment down below, hit me up on the DM, however you guys want to reach me, go ahead and do it. Like the video for me, keep on subscribing. I see everybody, you know, watches the videos but doesn't subscribe, which is cool, but if you guys could subscribe, it would help me out a lot, helps the channel grow, and hopefully, you know, get some of these bigger companies out here helping me out with some of these builds. It'll be cool to see. Other than that, thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.